Alright, what's up y'all? So in today's video, I'm gonna just be telling y'all about the time that I got laced. You read the title correctly all the way. This happened about like 2 years ago. Sorry about this big oversized ass hoodie, but I like the color red. And it still has a fucking tag and shit too, but I like the color red and I just got it and my hair looks fucking crazy because I need to get a haircut. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the time my dumb ass got laced. So this was about almost 2 years ago, I want to say. I was with one person when this happened. Well, actually, like, basically two people, but the main person I was with, it made it, like, basically three. So, yeah, we got a 20 sack that day. And we forgot we got to buy wraps, too. So we were just thinking about the weed, and that's, like, what you don't do. You always want to make sure you check the weed and always know who you're getting the shit off of because you never know. You never know, especially. So just make, if you do smoke weed and you're a teenager, not 18, make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you fucking check that bag. Make sure it's nothing suspicious in that. And if you don't know, make sure you around somebody that does know. Look it up. Do whatever you have to do to make sure what you're smoking is fucking safe. Because, y'all, this story is crazy. But just listen. So we got a 20 and we forgot. I'm gonna just call the girl Cassandra. Me and Cassandra got a 20. I paid for it, and then we forgot that we had to get wraps, and she didn't have money for no fucking dollar for a swisher. So of course, so we fucking ended up calling one of her cousins, and then she found somebody that had a wrap, and then they were gonna match us too. And I don't think this is like her cousin, but black people like to say cousin, but then it's really like somebody who their family doesn't even know, cousin or whatever. He ended up having a wrap, and he wanted to match us too, and match us on their blunt. So I was like, all right, bet, it don't matter. We get to smoke more. He has another blunt. We got a blunt. What's up? So we ended up walking over there. It took us like 20 minutes or something like that. And how it is, it's like the whole freaking, like, how it is, like, the garage is like right, like, okay, where they park the cars normally is like right here. And then like they got a garage and then the house. I don't know if you like, if that makes any sense, but that's how it is. So we're just waiting in the like sidewalk where all the cars and stuff are and shit like that. So I don't know why I just said all that. It was only two, but we're just waiting where all the cars and shit are. So we get we're just like wait for him to come out with the wrap and stuff like that. He gave us one of the wraps so we could roll up, and then he was like, I'll be right back, I'm gonna go in and roll up. So I was like, we were just like, all right. We wasn't even thinking anything about it. We were just worried about having both of these rolled up and smoked so we could dip. So she needed like a black and mild or something like that, so she went to the store. I can't remember, like, what did she asked him something, but I think she told him that she wanted to get a black and mild, so she went to the store real quick. So we're just waiting, and like this whole entire time, like, he was in there rolling that blunt, and then like it was just because she was at the store for about almost 10 minutes. I know, I was just like sitting outside. So I was just sitting there waiting for her, and then she came back, and then even as she got back, like, he was not outside still. So we were like, okay, where the fuck is he? We know he's in the house, supposed to be rolling this. Like, did he just give us a free show so we can leave or something? I don't know. So we waited a few more minutes, and then he ends up coming outside. So he comes outside, and then we're like, all right, what's up? You got a lighter? Da, 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 da. He ended up giving me a lighter. We smoked the blunt that I rolled first. We smoked the whole entire blunt. No, actually, that's not how it went. We smoked like halfway, like midway through it. He ended up sparking up that one, and by this time, I'm not like so high at the point where I'm like, bro, I'm so fucking dumb. But I'm like, getting there high. Like, I'm like smoking a little bit. I'm hitting like a blunt. About to hit this one. I'm about to be high as fuck. So he ended up sparking up his too, and like he's hitting his for a minute. And I think this is so intentional because this is not how fucking weed does you, bro. And I know that I was laced because I was actually like seeing shit. So yeah, he ended up sparking his blunt. He was hitting that bitch for like the longest time while all of his blunts were getting passed around. Like, we were passing around the blunt that I rolled to him, and he was like still had his in his hand as he was hitting mine. So that's like one thing that you always want to know is like, if somebody's hitting it, just to make sure it's like at a certain point for you to hit it, do not hit that shit. So he was like holding the one that we had, and he was hitting it, and then he was still holding the one that he rolled. So he ended up hitting that one a few times, and then like it's like almost not at half, but it's like almost there. So he passed it to her, and then she just smokes it like a normal blunt. It's like, what are you thinking of? Like, you hitting it hard as fuck. Of course, if you're not a pussy smoker, you pulling that bitch, you hitting it back hard as fuck to your fucking lungs, and then you about to get high as fuck. She passed it to me, and once again, I wasn't thinking anything of it. I just thought it was weed at the time. I wasn't thinking that anybody was on no weird ass snake ass lace and shit. So, yeah, when she passed it to me, I was just hitting it like a normal blunt. But when I was hitting this, when I hit blunts, I hit it hard, like very hard. So when I was hitting this, I was like, this is kind of different. And I think when I got it is honestly when that whole entire thing started, and it must have just been a little bit. But all I know is that it tastes like the worst thing that I ever fucking tasted in my life. This weed was the worst shit I ever tasted. I don't know what the fuck it was because he was in the house rolling it. I don't know if it was crack, meth, whatever, but it was not weed because I could taste like hitting it and then like going back for more, which I don't know why if it was so fucking horrible. I don't know why I went back for more after hitting it because like I could taste like the difference because like after I hit it the second time, I was like starting to taste like a little bit of weed again. So then I'm blowing out like I'm hitting it and then as I blow out the last blow, I start to feel like this weird ass feeling. I'm like, but like stuck. So and I'm just thinking that I'm high. Like I'm just thinking like he must have some fucking loud ass weed. I'm high as fuck. So the whole time like they're just like passing that around and like I guess I'm just like sitting there the whole entire time with just like nothing, not saying anything to nobody, just like staring there the whole entire time, like just. And then like as soon as they pass the weed, like that's the only thing I go up for, and we're still hitting all the buttons. So then when it's all done, like they're still like messing around, like play fighting and stuff like that. And I'm just sitting there the whole entire time, not sitting there, but standing there the whole entire time. But then something just clicked in, and I was like, yeah, my stomach is starting to feel like lightweight. I'm like getting like lightheaded or something like that, and I need to go sit down. My stomach is hurting. I don't know if I need to throw up or what. So I go sit down on this fucking log or whatever. And then like I'm like I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. Like I still feeling this way. I'm still lightheaded as fuck. I don't know what's like going on with them and shit like that. I'm just worried about like what the fuck is going on with me because I'm high as fuck is what I thought. So then I'm just like I'm basically like sitting there like this because I'm like trying to get this to go away as hard as I can because I don't want it to be there. But at the same time like I don't know what I was on. So I thought it was weed, and I like that's one of the main times, like one of the one times I've ever wanted a weed high to ever just go away and just never be there because I thought that it was really weed, and I convinced myself after this I was not smoking after this. I was like I'm done with the weed, I'm done with everything. So I'm like as I'm doing this, I look up to the sky, and all I see is like fucking stars. Like the best way to explain it is like it was like a star and it had like a black outlining, but then like I started seeing like colors like coming into it, like it would be like purple like coming in through like one little side of the star, like one run right there, and then it'd be still be white. And it was like at least like 5 of these, and I'm just looking up to the sky and I'm seeing them, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then like they just go away. And then I stand up because I got a little scared. I stand up, go over like to where they are in the garage again, or like yeah, in the garage, in like near that garage area. So I'm like, yo, I think I'm tripping. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. And then she's like, bro, I don't. What's like? She's like, bro, what the fuck is going on? I don't know. I don't know how she's not feeling it because it must have been like a little tiny bit he put in there purposely. I don't know if he was like just trying to see which one of us would have took it, but like it was obviously me because I was the only one tripping. Like they were like doing normal shit that normal people do when they're high. So I'm like sitting there tripping the whole entire time we were there. I'm like, bro, I just saw that, and then like once again they're doing them, and then I'm like, bro, like this lightheaded feeling starts to come back. So I'm going over like to the chairs that they have in the garage and shit like that, and like for some like he thought that I was like looking through their stuff in the garage, so he was like, "Hey, what's up? Like, what's going on in there? You cool?" So then like only thing I remember is like after them saying that, like I felt like their attention on me, and I felt like they were all staring at me, and then I just froze, and then it felt like I fell into like a big thing of like toys. Like I don't know why, but it was like I felt like a big thing of just like plastic toys, and then I woke up and it's like weird because I didn't see any. But that's just what I thought I was falling into. And then I don't know, like I just kind of got back up. And then like the whole entire time, like I was just like doing dumb shit. I don't know what it was. And this lasted for about 30 minutes. And I started to feel like a normal kind of weed high-ish. But it was like kind of like a low. It was kind of low. I don't know. It was like so weird. I know I didn't have anything inside of that. And I know the person who I get it from where I stay would never do anything like that. So it had to be him, is what I'm just thinking. Like, yeah, like he had to put something inside of this. Like, this is not weed. but at the same time, I'm like kind of tripping because like I know how to control myself when I'm high, but I don't know how I was controlling myself this good, like this high, because in my head I was like, in my head I felt like it was like so many of me's, and I could just like open up my head and like just like take it. Like, do you know those fucking like Asian toys or whatever, and like you can open it and then like it's just like the body and it happens over and over again and it just gets smaller. Like I thought that was me, but like it was like barely getting any smaller, and it was just like happening to me every day is what I felt like. um it was crazy, it was so crazy. But that's really all that happened that day. And then we ended up actually finding out that he did do it because he did it to somebody else too. We didn't even ever talk to him after that. Her cousin is supposed to be, well, I don't know if she still talks to him because I barely even talk to her now, but I don't know if she still talks to her cousin or whatever. The whole entire thing was just crazy. That was the highest I ever was, and that's I don't want to feel that shit again. That shit is so scary. It's only like 6 o'clock and you see how dark it is outside, but that's all that I got for this video today. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If y'all did, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what shit y'all trying to see below. Let me know if you want to see more story times, because like I said, my whole entire life is like a fucking story time. I can make these back to back to back every day because it's so fucking many shit, like so much shit that I can just blurt out and just say. But like I said, let me know if y'all want to see more, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.